Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Live in Southern California in Palm Springs Stadium, we're set for some more PSCL action on this Thursday morning. I'm Evan Schmeiser, joined by Marshall Garvey. We have the Haymakers at 2-5, who won their last game, taking on the third place Bluesox at 6-2. Bluesox won 3 games in a row, and Marshall, we could have potentially a really interesting matchup. Second best offense as far as hitting is concerned, the Bluesox. They lead the league in runs scored, and they'll be taking on a pitcher that so far nobody in the league has seen yet. Nico Manini will be on the mound for the Haymakers.
Oh, we'll see if this newcomer can look at home right away as action commences here. A beautiful morning.
Braden Turner's on the mound for the Bluesox. He'll get the start today. He's pitched 2 games so far. He's gone 5 total innings. He's allowed 7 earned runs, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts as he gets the start. We're underway, 0-1. Benjamin Bausas, William Fleece, Raul Soto Romero, the first 3 batters for the Haymakers. Benjamin Bausas comes into this game hitting 3 for 9 so far, and RBI to his credit, a couple walks. So he looks to try and get the Haymakers going. A ball on the strike. Joel Kimada, Jamal Ritter, Joshua Notriano, the left center and right fielders for the Bluesox. That one sprayed foul. Matthew Lawton, Ryan Oso, Primo Vasquez, Jeremy Gisek are along the infield for the Bluesox. Matthew Singh behind the plate, and of course Turner on the mound. Fortunately, we did have the later games rained out. As that ball's grounded under the glove of Jeremy Gisek. It's going to be into right field. Benjamin Bausas is on to start the game. We'll see about the scoring of that play in just a moment. And that will officially go down as a base hit. So 1 batter and 1 hit for the Haymakers. Benjamin Bausas aboard. Benjamin Bausas 1 for 3 this season in stolen base attempts. So we'll see if they run relatively short lead. William Fleece at the plate. As he squares the bunt, he bunts that one foul. I've not seen... This is the first time I've seen anyone attempt to bunt this season, Marshall.
Really?
Now, granted, I might have missed a few attempts, being that you have 4 different broadcasters on the crew.
Now, I've seen quite a few attempts so far, but I'll say this is the earliest I've seen a bunt attempt.
How many do you think you've seen so far this season?
Probably about 7, probably more.
Really?
I think I've seen a few.
I've missed all the small ball then.
Yes, you have.
William Fleece, rising sophomore, Northern Oklahoma College Enid, hitting 400 so far this season.
He's also got 9 runs batted in. Very sure hand offensively.
Bluesox set to try and turn 2, the 0-1. That ball's hit foul, 0-2 the count. About 93 degrees out here for first pitch. Humidity set about 33%. Check on the runner.
Quite a difference from yesterday, where we had a rare, very intense torrent of rain.
I didn't know it rained out here during the summer.
I didn't either.
It was something else, Marshall, seeing the clouds on the mountaintop right behind the stadium.
Oh, it was surreal.
I made sure to get a picture of that.
1-2 now to William Fleece.
Joshua Notriano in right field playing a bit towards the line. Everybody else straight up. 1-2 upstairs, 2-2. As mentioned earlier, Bluesox come into today second in the league in hitting. Haymakers come in 5th, hitting 276 as a team. Bluesox hitting 332 as a team. Off the charts. Almost 900 OPS for the Bluesox. That sprayed foul again. Good at bat going for William Fleece.
Very good at bat. managing to stay alive, work the count.
Turner has struck his fair share of batters out. This 5 innings work so far, he struck out 8, so a little over a strikeout per inning. Long looking this time. Short lead over at first for Bouses. The 2-2. Ball's out to shortstop. That's going to be under the glove of Ryan Oso into center field. Bobble in center field. Bouses going to third. He's going to be out at third base. Benjamin Bouses took a big turn around second base. He saw the bobble from center fielder Jamal Ritter. Then he took off, and Ritter threw a strike to third base to gun his man down.
That was a beautiful throw by Ritter. Definite miscalculation by Bouses. But nonetheless, a runner in scoring position for the Haymakers.
So 8-5 on the putout at third base for those keeping score at home. It'll be a base hit for William Fleece, so 2 hits in the inning for the Haymakers. What an unbelievable throw, though, by Jamal Ritter.
Amazing throw. Now here's Raul Soto Romero.
A ball, no strikes to count.
Soto Romero, a sophomore out of college of the Redwoods, batting .385 on the season. Looking for his 3rd RBI of the year.
That last assist from Jamal Ritter, his first outfield assist of the season. See him make several excellent running plays out there in center field. We know he has a strong arm.
Yeah, he demonstrated it again right there.
Raul Soto Romero playing shortstop for the Haymakers. William Fleece over at second base. 1 out here in the top of the first. That's outside 3-0. Marshall, what's the approach here for you? 3-0 count with Soto Romero at the plate.
The approach, right now, I think you just take. It's early on in the game. You got some wiggle room.
Taking all the way is Romero on the outside corner, strike 1. Romero thought it was outside, but called a strike nonetheless. So 3-1 count. First base is open for the Bluesox. Jason Cropley on deck. One of the extra hitters for the Haymakers.
Infield playing very, very shallow.
Another fastball outside corner, strike 2.
Turner's really bouncing back well, really finding that outside corner of the plate.
Brandon Turner's worked it back to a 3-2 count. 1 out, William Fleece over at second base. A good sized lead. And there he goes. Swung on and missed, throw over the third. Nowhere near in time to get Fleece. So William Fleece steals third base. Raul Soto Romero goes down swinging. There's 2 outs now. That'll bring Jason Cropley to the plate, hitting .367 so far this season, 4 RBIs, and a home run to his credit. As he digs into the right-handed batter's box, Cropley with a chance for a 2-out RBI to get the Haymakers on the board.
Cropley, another solid hitter for the Haymakers. Got .357 coming into this game.
That ball's hit deep to center field. Back. Still back. That's going to be over the head of Ritter and up against the wall. Pulling in the second base with a deep 2-out double is Jason Cropley. And he drives in William Fleece, but the Haymakers up 1-0.
That missed getting out of here by just a hair. That was an absolute bomb.
First pitch swinging is Jason Cropley, and he puts the Haymakers on the board in style with that 2-out double. That'll bring Ty Chapman to the plate, the third baseman. Hitting .187 so far, 3 for 16, 1 RBI. Can make it 2 RBIs right here for the 2-out single. Second baseman Primo Vasquez playing over towards the bag, keeping the runner close. First pitch breaking ball, strike 1.
Chapman, a freshman out of Northern Oklahoma College, Enid, towers at 6'3". Had a hit in his last game against the Grizzly.
Here's the 0-1 from Turner. In the air, shallow left field. Coming in is Queimada. That's going to fall in front for a base hit. Rounding third is Cropley. Here's the throw. And out is the call at the plate. Joel Queimada guns down Jason Cropley. My goodness. 1 run scores on 4 hits for the Haymakers, but 2 unbelievable outfield assists keep the damage at just 1 run. And we'll go to the bottom of the first inning. Bluesox had to take their first at bat. Just about set for the bottom of the first inning. Bluesox about to take their first set of hacks. Marshall, how about that first inning, though? We had a ringing double against the wall and 2 outfield assists.
That was some outstanding action. Really, hopefully, will bode for a very exciting game to commence today's doubleheader. That was a great way to get this day started.
Jamal Ritter, the center fielder, Joel Queimada, the left fielder, showing off their arms and their prowess in the outfield to help save some runs for the Bluesox team. It'll be Joel Queimada, Jamal Ritter, Matthew Lawton, the first 3 batters for the Bluesox. So they'll be taking on Nico Manini out on the mound for the Haymakers, making his debut this season. He pitched in the PSCL a year ago. Also pitches for Southwestern University.
Joel Queimada, outstanding this year. 500 so far, had a home run and 3 RBIs in his last game. It's in there for a strike.
A ball and a strike, the count to Joel Queimada.
2 singles, a home run, 3 RBIs in the win over the Bombers.
Little outside, 2-1 the count. We don't have his official numbers. Nico Manini looks to be a big guy out there on the mound, throwing from the right side.
He looks really tall.
Over the top delivery, 3-1 the count. Possibly three-quarter delivery as well. And that's on the outside corner, strike 2. So on the double by Jason Cropley just last inning, that ball came off the bat 84 miles per hour.
Incredible.
And it looked like it, too. Here's the 3-2 pitch. On the outside corner, a called strike 3. Nico Manini starts his day off nicely with a punch-out. So that'll bring up Jamal Ritter. Already said his name a good amount today.
He's been
It's
busy
308 so far. Triple to his credit. Just one RBI surprised me with all the extra base hits. So he takes strike 1.
That is surprising.
This will be the 8th game he's played in. The mainstay in center field. Takes that pitch a little low, ball 1. Manini wanted it. Pretty good place to miss.
After such a brilliant play in the outfield, it would seemingly behoove him to have a big moment here. Infield shifting.
Whoa, up and in. Ritter has to dive to get out of the way of that pitch. 2-1. Caleb Lagerspada, William Fleece, Cade Goki, the left center and right fielders for the Haymakers. Ty Chapman, Raul Soto Romero, Benjamin Balsas, Connor Smith, the infielders, Alex Santiago behind the plate. And of course, Nico Manini on the mound. Here's the 2-1. In the air, left side, foul territory. Going back is Chapman, and that's going to drop foul into the bullpen. A lot of room in foul territory on both sides, especially towards the dugout. All sorts of room there.
Oh, yes. A lot of opportunities for some great dives.
Palm Springs Stadium being the former home for the Anaheim Angels spring training facility.
Oh, that's right. My grandparents were telling me about that some time ago.
Yeah, people, especially at the street fairs, telling me about how they used to come watch the Angels game here. It's pretty remarkable. Ball's grounded right side. Connor Smith up with it. Flips to Manini. He doesn't get there in time. The ball gets away towards the Haymaker dugout. And it looks like a dead ball will be called as that went into the chair setup over there. So Ritter will be awarded second base. We'll see. It'll definitely be, has to be an error on the flip from Connor Smith. Nico Manini was late getting over the cover, and Ritter runs extremely well.
He does. It looked like there's no chance regardless, but that's got to be an error.
Is it hit anime? Hit anime or just yeah, let's do hit anime.
So it's officially been ruled a base hit for Jamal Ritter and an error by Connor Smith to allow him to move to second base.
And now it's Matthew Lawton with a chance to get Ritter home.
A man on second base, 1 out, first pitch down and away, ball 1. First time we get to see Manini work out of the stretch. Matthew Lawton hitting .444 so far this season, OPS 1.29. Slide step this time, and a breaking ball, strike 1. Bluesox trying to answer back after the Haymakers put up 4 hits in their half of the first to put a run across.
Matthew Lawton batting .444 on the year. He's got 5 RBIs. A lot of potent hitters in this Blue Sox lineup.
Well, they are the second best team. There goes Ritter to third. Throw down. Not in time. Jamal Ritter steals third base. He got a tremendous jump. Second stolen base of the season for Ritter. That puts him over at third base with 1 out. The 1-2. Down and away, 2-2. Smith and Chapman look to be playing about even with the bags at first and third. Balsas and Soto Romero playing halfway in the middle infield spots. Creeping in towards the grass, the 2-2 hit foul. That ricochets down the bleachers. So what do you think, Marshall? If you're Jamal Ritter at third base, do you go on contact on the ground ball?
Yes.
2-2. On the outside corner, called strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning for Manini. Lawton goes down looking. 2 outs. That'll bring up Jeremy Gisek, the first baseman. Trying to push a run across the plate for the Blue Sox to even this up 1 apiece. Gisek 5 for 15 so far this season. 3 RBIs to his credit. So he hits that one foul. We've seen plenty of stolen bases early. Not even through a one full inning yet. Blue Sox 4th in the league in total stolen bases at 22. A's completely outpacing the field. 32 total stolen bases.
And the A's have players on their roster with more stolen bases than the entire team. To probably hold up that way at the end of the season.
Haymakers 7th in the league with 12 total stolen bases coming into today. I love seeing stolen bases.
Oh, me too. Manini looking strong so far.
Trying to work out of a jam, the 1-2. Breaking ball in the dirt, 2-2. Blocked nicely by Alex Santiago.
Ritter just dancing off of third.
That strikeout is huge too. With 2 outs, now the infielders can play back. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Gisek goes down swinging. Manini strikes out the side, leaves a man over at third base. No runs, 1 hit. Jamal Ritter left over at third. We played 1. Haymakers lead 1-0. Getting set for the top of the second inning, Connor Smith, Caleb Largaspada, Cade Goki, 6, 7, 8 due up for the Haymakers. Braden Turner set for his second inning of work. And talk about the pitching for both these teams. Talk about the Blue Sox offense all the time. They actually have the 4th lowest earned run average as a team on the entire season at 491. A's are far and away the best in that category. 294 ERA. The Lumberjacks right behind, ERA of 3 even. The Haymakers have the highest earned run average as a team at 861 out of all teams in the league. That scoreless first inning from Nico Manini. Gotta be helpful for them.
It is.
First pitch on the inside corner, strike 1 to Connor Smith, the first baseman. Smith hitting .333 so far this season, 2 doubles to his credit, a couple RBIs. Also drawn 5 walks, on base percentage over 500. So that ball's ripped towards the left side, under the glove of Lawton for a base hit. Smith ripped that ball over to the left side to lead off this inning.
The Haymakers just all over the baseball so far. 5 hits, and we've only just started the second inning.
So that brings up Caleb Largaspada, the left fielder. This will be the second game he's played in as a position player. 0 for 1 at the plate. He's playing left field today.
He's a junior out of Tabor College.
First pitch, check swing foul towards the Haymaker dugout. Blue Sox set to turn 2. Notriano in right, Ritter in center, playing pretty straight up. Joel Queimada playing the deepest of the 3 in left. Matthew Lawton playing back at third, not expecting a bunt. Oh, I'm way inside, almost hit him. Never fun when you see a ball coming at you, especially the knee level or below, Marshall. Not much meat there to try to absorb the blow.
Plus, when you're 6'4", you're that much taller of a target. He's very slender too, just 180 pounds.
1-1 swung on and missed, 1-2. Turner went with a breaking ball that time. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Larga Espada goes down swinging, second strikeout of the game for Braden Turner. So now 1 out in the top of the second inning. That brings up Cade Goki, the right fielder. Goki hitting .273 this season. This will be the 8th game he's played in. No RBIs yet this season. Whopping 6 walks drawn. He's hit by 2 pitches. On base percentage, .580. So he's ahead in the count 1-0. He's got to be doing something right at the plate to draw all these walks.
Indeed.
1-0. On the outside corner, strike 1. Cade Goki comes into today, tied for second in total walks drawn for a position player, with 6. 2-1 the count. He trails Stevie Murata of the Blue Sox and Landon Lawton of his teammate by just 1. They're both at 7. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And how about that coming into today? Blue Sox and Haymakers 1-2 in the league in total walks drawn from their batters. 3-2 the count. Blue Sox at 38, Haymakers at 36 coming into today. They sure know how to work the count.
Oh, they do. We've seen that so far.
After working ahead 1-2, Cade Goki now worked it back to a full count. You think we'll see Smith take off from first?
I'm not really feeling it right here. I don't think he will.
He does not go. A pitch taken. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Cade Goki doesn't like the call. He has a few words to say. Ultimately, the second strikeout of the inning for Turner, 3rd of the game. Goki thought he'd drawn his 7th walk of the season to tie for the league lead. Ultimately not the case. That'll bring up Alex Santiago, the catcher, with 2 outs and a man at first.
Santiago, a rare haymaker with a menial average, bagged just 176 coming into this game.
Whoa, that's behind him. And it looks like that did get a piece of Santiago. Grazed his jersey. That pitch just got away completely behind him. That puts runners on first and second with 2 outs. So that'll bring up the starting pitcher, Nico Menini.
And that's the 6th batter hit this year by Braden Turner.
Beg your pardon, that's Landon Lawton, who's actually at the plate. The 10th batter, he's the designated hitter. Just mentioned a moment ago, Allen came into this game tied for the league lead in total walks drawn. Now that runners on first and second with 2 outs. Takes a breaking ball, a little upstairs, ball 1. Lawton also 3 for 10 on the season. 1 RBI to his credit. Base hit, could play his second ribby of the season. Santiago in at first, Connor Smith over at second, who led off the inning with a single. Breaking ball, strike 1. One run on the board for the Haymakers, 5 total hits. Chance for more. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball, inside, ball 2. Turner's just missed with a couple of these pitches. Brandon Turner has hit 5 batters coming into this game, so that's sprayed foul.
And now has 6 on the year.
Sometimes that can happen when you're trying to work inside the way he does.
It does. Runner's sure to be going here on 2 strikes. Haymaker's been getting a lot of men on base, only 1 run so far.
Long looking from Turner. Now he's set. Time's called at the plate. 2-2 the count. 2 outs. Top of the second inning. Men on first and second. Haymakers put 1 run on the board in the first inning off a big double from Jason Cropley, scoring William Fleece. That's in the dirt. Ball 3. A couple big outfield assists from Jamal Ritter and Joel Queimada limited the damage to 1. Now with the count full, the runners will be off. Turner set. The 3-2. That's off the knob of the bat, or... No, they're gonna... What's the call here? Alden thought it hit him in the hand. Home plate umpire initially said foul ball. Allen tried to show him his hand, maybe see if there's a mark, but the umpire's going to call him back. That sounded like it got the bat to me.
It sounded like it got the bat to me, too.
I'm not quite sure what the rule is if it hits both. One of our analytics guys know that one.
I'm just wondering what kind of physical evidence there would be on his glove, if any.
Do you know what that rule is, Marshall, if it hits both the hand and the bat?
I have to confess I don't.
Well, we'll do it again. The 3-2. Runners go. That's taken low, ball 4. And just like that, Landon Alden now draws his league-leading 8th walk of the season. And that'll load the bases with 2 outs and bring the leadoff man, Benjamin Bausis, to the plate. He singled his first time up, thrown out at third base by Ritter. Now a base hit could score 2 runs. First pitch is low, ball 1. A lot of base runners so far for Turner. He's worked through a lot of base runners, some high-stress innings in his earlier outings. Nowhere to put Balsas. 2 teams playing that draw a ton of walks. That ball's ripped towards the middle, and lunging catch, Ryan Oso. That retires the side. Really good play by Ryan Oso on that hard hit ball by Balsas. Oh, so 1 hit, no runs, 3 men left, and that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the second. Haymakers 1, Bluesox 0. Well, Marshall, a ton of base runners so far through an inning and a half. Just one run to result from them, that coming from the Haymakers in the first inning.
A testament to great defense so far on both sides.
Really has been. Ryan Oso, Joshua Notriano, Matthew Singh, 5, 6, 7 due up for the Bluesox. Nico Minini back out for a second inning of work.
Ryan Oso, freshman out of Culver Stockton, batting just 182 on the season. Hasn't had a run batted in since his first game. A couple hits in his last game, though.
A ball and a strike the count.
Loving what we've seen out of Anini so far.
More PSCL acts continue on the turf field just beyond the right field walls. That ball's ripped in the left field for a base hit over the leaping Raul Soto Romero. Oh, another leadoff base runner for the second inning in a row. Ryan Oso on to start the inning. Anyway, on the turf field today, we have the North Stars playing the Bombers. Second game on the turf field will be the Snowbirds and the Chill. That brings up Joshua Notriano. Held out with nobody out and a man on first, hitting .312 this season, a couple doubles, 5 RBIs to his credit. That ball gets away from the catcher Santiago, and that allows Oso to get to second base. So opportunity here for the Bluesox, a man on second, nobody out on the wild pitch.
Joshua Notriano hitting a solid .312. Coming in this year, freshman out of McHenry County College. He's had an RBI in his last 3 games.
Here's the 1-0. Check swing. And no swing on the appeal to the field umpire, 2-0. What are you looking for if you're Notriano, Marshall? 2-0 count, man on second base, nobody out.
I think I'm going to look for a breaking ball away.
Gets a fastball, hits it foul at the plate. Big swing from Notriano that time. He might have had a 2-1 lead on his mind right there.
Yes. We want to belt that onto one of the neighboring practice fields.
Be an interesting surprise being it out to right field for the guys on the turf.
Not a lot of home run action, at least that the only home run I've seen was the one by Michael Macias, the grand slam.
I saw one on opening day. Inside 3-1. I haven't seen one from the turf field come into our field over here in right center. There's a bit of a gap between that fence in center and the right field wall for Palm Springs Stadium. Foul again, 3-2. Not sure also how deep it is on the turf in center field. Looks relatively shallow in right field down the line. Palm Springs Stadium, of course, you got really hit it to get it out of here. 350 down the lines, 400 to dead center.
You really do. Full count here. Another battle of an at-bat from the Bluesox.
Here's a 3-2 from Manini. Ground ball right side is going to be a fair ball. Connor Smith will take it to the bag himself. Going to third is Ryan Oso. There's 1 out. Productive at bat nonetheless from Notriano. Now a chance to tie the game with less than 2 outs. So that'll bring up Matthew Singh. Singh hitting 4 for 10 so far this season. 4 RBIs. He's also drawn 4 walks. First pitch swinging, hits a foul to play. Oh, that got a piece of the catcher Santiago.
Ooh.
He's at least up and walking. Tough position to play at the catcher spot. You ever play catcher, Marshall?
I never have, but I've always made sure to appreciate it. Because you take a lot of damage. I think a lot of fans watching don't realize just how much wear and tear the average catcher takes. It looks like he's...
Can't tell where that got him.
It looked like he was rubbing front part of his thigh must have gotten him.
Yeah, he's talking with his manager right now. The athletic trainer has not been called onto the field. I hope it's just one of those things where you give him some time and they'll feel a little bit better. I played catcher for a total of 5 innings my entire life. It was in one game, a fall baseball game. I was 14. We were blowing out the other team, and we only had one real catcher with us that day. And he was getting tired, so coach asked me, hey Schmize, want to go catch 5 innings? I go, well, if the team needs me, I'll go do it. No balls, 2 strikes to count. And good thing it was a fall game. I didn't know how to hide the signs properly, so everyone in the whole building could see it. Coach said, well, it's a fall game. He's never caught before. I'll be honest. That ball gets past the catcher, Santiago, and crossing the play is Ryan Oso. That ties the score at 1. Ryan Oso takes advantage of 2 wild pitches in the inning to tie this ball game up. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now to Matthew Singh with 1 out and nobody on base.
It's quite a story you're telling there.
1-2, swung on and missed. Singh goes down swinging. Little extra on that fastball from Manini. There's 2 outs. Fourth man Manini has struck out so far today. That brings up the second baseman Primo Vasquez. Vasquez hitting .286. OPS at .732. So he bats with 2 outs and nobody on base. Vasquez, the 8th man in the lineup. Both teams batting 10 today. Good breaking ball, strike 2. Working quickly is Manini. Here's the 0-2. Way outside, ball 1.
Manini looking very sharp so far. It's like pass balls.
1-2 pitch. Chop foul at home plate. We'll do it again. 1-2. Just got some great information for our analytics guys. Boy, they're good, Marshall. There have been 3 total home runs at the stadium this PSCL season. Coming from Michael Macias and Spencer Dickinson of the Chill, and Joel Kamada of the Bluesox playing today. That one was an inside the Parker just a couple days ago.
Wow, I saw the Michael Macias one. It was a grand slam. That was the difference in that game.
I'm jealous. I missed the inside the park homer. I'll have to go back and find it on the stream. The Palm Springs Collegiate League YouTube stream. 2-2 the count. I think the inside the park home run is the most exciting play in baseball, Marshall.
I would agree.
Just got a piece. Oh my goodness. That foul ball got a piece of Santiago again.
And he really looks shaken up.
Jesus. He's down a little longer right now.
The whole infield and the athletic trainer are coming out. This is...
We're not going to assume anything. I was foul tipped at the plate by Primo Vasquez. Don't know if that got him in his chest protector or not. Yeah, he's still down at the moment. You just hope it's one of those things where you got the wind knocked out of him and nothing more.
Hopefully.
He's over on his back right now. Moving his legs, which is at least a good sign. So still bottom of the second inning. 2 outs, nobody on base. The Bluesox tied the game on a Ryan Oso hit, advancing from second to home on a couple wild pitches. Alex Santiago, the catcher of the Haymakers, has taken 2 foul balls hitting off of him this inning. The first one he just needed to walk it off a moment. This one, he's still on his back at the moment. So far, it doesn't look like anyone in the Haymakers dugout is getting catcher's gear on.
This is the longest injury delay.
So at least a possibility, he definitely wants to stay in the game.
That's off to him, showing a lot of tenacity. He's taken a lot of damage in this game so far. His health and safety imperative. I was hoping he's okay.
And he's pulled his knees into his chest a couple times the past little bit. Appears to be talking to his coach. We have no idea what they're saying.
Yeah.
Also just found out Caleb Skull of the A's has homered at the stadium. Especially for us. This is a really good sign. Alex Santiago now back up on his feet. Definitely going to need quite a bit of ice after this game.
Yes.
And it looks like he is going to walk off the field with the athletic trainer, Haley. And we are going to have a new catcher come in the game. So at least a good sign seeing him walking off. Walking off under his own power, I might add. No assistance from the athletic trainer. So we'll have a meeting on the mound. Nico Manini, the starting pitcher, will discuss with the new catcher. Probably his arsenal. We'll get the name of the catcher as soon as we can. Santiago and the athletic trainer went into the dugout. Definitely a good sign, though, seeing Alex Santiago able to get up to his feet, walk off under his own power.
Yes, that is the most important thing. Santiago, and hopefully he is well. Hopefully he doesn't sustain any major injuries and gets good rest after this. And it looks like Tyree Harris will be filling in for him.
So Tyree Harris will bat in the 9th spot of the order. Straight up substitution for Santiago. So that was a long period of delay, relatively speaking, so we'll give Manini a few warm-up pitches. The count stands 2 balls, 2 strikes to Primo Vasquez with 2 outs and nobody on base in the bottom of the 2nd. Bluesox managed to push a run across the board to tie the game at 1. And if we get any updates from Santiago, we'll let everybody know. That ball is grounded over the third base. Ty Chapman up with it. Throw across the diamond, and it's going to pull Connor Smith off the bag. So after that long delay, Primo Vasquez will reach on the throwing error by the third baseman Chapman. Sometimes that can happen with a delay like that. Second error of the game for the Haymakers. You can just get a little stiff, a little flat-footed when you're standing around that long.
Yes, it's hard to get back in that momentum.
So that brings up the 9th man, Jacob Colt. Colt, one of the extra hitters today for the Bluesox, hitting .385 this season. Couple RBIs, 2 runs scored. About a man on first and 2 outs. There goes Vasquez. That ball's popped up, and making the call and the catch is Benjamin Balsas as that retires the side. So 1 hit, 1 man scored. Bit of a delay, but we'll go to the top of the 3rd inning, all squared up at 1. 2, 3, 4 coming up for the Haymakers in the top of the third. William Fleece, Raul Soto Romero, and Jason Cropley will get things started. Fleece singled and scored his first time up in the first inning. One of 3 hits in the inning for the Haymakers, producing their lone run of the game. Braden Turner back on the mound, getting set for his third inning of work. We'll see how sharp he is after a bit of a delay and a long time sitting. Showing bunt is Fleece. He pulls it back, ball 1. Oh, goodness. It's the second time all season I've seen somebody square the bunt. I don't think I've seen anybody try to bunt in a power game.
I can't think of a single time. Power, it's just all slugging. Feels like.
Little inside, 2-0. And you can understand it. It's summer league. Especially all of these guys are paying to be out here. They want to get their hacks in.
They do.
Definitely expect to see more small ball during the regular season, during the high school and college seasons. Foul back 2-1. One run on 5 hits, a couple errors for the Haymakers, 1 run on 2 hits for the Bluesox. Two one is a little inside, 3-1. Couple pitches on the inside half that Turner wanted, but hasn't gotten the call. That's big for a pitcher, Marshall, if he's able to work the inside part of the plate for strikes.
Yes. Yeah, hasn't been able to do that so far. At least hasn't gotten the call.
Here's the 3-1. Way upstairs, ball 4. So William Fleece on to lead off the inning. Second walk of the game issued by Turner. That'll bring up Raul Soto Romero. He struck out swinging his first time up. I mentioned earlier, the Haymakers not a team who've run all that much. And just like that, there goes Fleece. Throw down. Not in time. Well, what do I know? William Fleece steals second base. First pitch taken outside. Now the Haymakers are back in business. 5th stolen base of the season for Fleece. So, at that point, Fleece has just under a third of the total stolen bases for the Haymakers. This being the 15th stolen base of the team. Big breaking ball swung over the top by Soto Romero. That was nasty, Marshall.
Oh, it was.
So the lefty Soto Romero up, looking to at least move Fleece over the third with nobody out. Good lead for Fleece. Outside 2-1. No action in either team's bullpen as Turner steps off. Long look in that time for Turner. Also trying to keep Fleece close, who just stole his 5th bag of the season. Late timeout call at the plate. Another long hold from Braden Turner. He was just getting started with his delivery.
Very late.
Some old school baseball right here. Some inter-game action. Game within the game, as they used to call it, between the pitcher and the base runner. Outside 3-1. Turner nibbling just a bit this inning. That's a few pitches that have been close that he's wanted.
It's just not getting that call.
Pitches that at times have gone either way throughout the season.
Infield playing close on the left side.
Don't you miss that, Marshall, seeing the conflict between the base runner and the pitcher in the big leagues?
Oh, I love that. Didn't miss that.
Even as a kid, that was still very much a thing. Wonder if Turner's on the same page with catcher Matthew Saints. A couple times he stepped off and had some real long looks to get his sign. A lot of times if he just keeps looking in and doesn't shake, he steps off again. Counts it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Steps off again. What's going on out there? That's 3 straight times Braden Turner stepped off.
That's odd.
And it's not necessarily because of the base runner Fleece either. This is just looking in for the sign. Now he said he deals the 2-2. In the air, center field. Ritter's... Now he's come sprinting in. He started back. He puts it away. Well, all that does yield the first out. Jamal Ritter making a nice running catch, sprinting in from center field. And William Fleece forced to stay at second base. So that'll bring up Jason Cropley, the cleanup hitter. Big double in the first inning to score a run. That double in the first. 5th RBI of the season for Jason Cropley as they'll dig in with 1 out and a man over at second base. Pace has really slowed down this inning.
It has.
First pitch swinging, foul tipped into the glove of Singh, 0-1.
Past couple of halves have been protracted pace-wise.
Well, you can understand with the injury.
The injury this year.
This is just pure baseball. 0-2 the count. Good-looking breaking ball there from Turner. Sometimes that can have almost the same effect as if you're walking several batters, working a lot of deep counts, where they start to get stiff, a little flat-footed, and the next ball out, so they might be half step slower than they would be otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Time's called at the plate. Turner set. Here's the 0-2. There goes Fleece. That ball's in the air to right field. Fleece better get back. That ball's caught by Josh Notriano, throwing to second. That's going to turn into an easy double play to end the inning. William Fleece running to third on the pitch. He was around third by the time the ball was hit out to right field. Notriano threw out Fleece at second base, trying to get back by a mile. So no runs, no hits, and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the third, tied at 1. 10-1-2 due up in the bottom of the third for the Blue Sox. Troy May, followed by Joe Kimata and Jamal Ritter at the top of the lineup. And Marshall, through just 3 innings in the field, all 3 Blue Sox outfielders have recorded an outfield assist.
What are the odds of that? That last one coming on some very, very questionable base running. William Fleece really running way too far.
Maybe the analytics guys could find that stat out for us.
Some of the best minds working for us.
Nobody back home could see it, but they just gave you that look like, what are you talking about, Schmeiser?
We kind of expect them to know everything.
A ball to strike the count to Troy May. Troy May, the designated hitter today. See what I did there, Marshall?
Yes.
No pun intended. May hitting .214 so far this season, 3 for 14. 2 RBIs, 1 double to his credit. He falls behind in the count 1 and 2.
Freshman out of Concordia University, Irvine, batting just .214 on the year. He's got a couple RBIs.
One, 2, just got a piece of that as May. He fouls it back. Looks like Eric Galosic is warming up in the bullpen for the Haymakers. Manini back out on the mound right now, 3rd inning of work. That's on the outside corner for a called strike 3. Down looking goes Troy May. 4th strikeout of the game for Manini. That'll bring us back to the top of the order. Joel Kimata struck out looking his first time up. Manini's been sharp so far. Just a couple hits allowed. 2 wild pitches an inning ago. Well, the first run score. Popped up foul territory. Connor Smith over, and he makes a nice over-the-shoulder catch on the warning track. So for a quick second out, Joel Kimata 0 for 2 today. So that'll bring up Jamal Ritter. He singled his first time up. Advanced to an infield hit on that.
Not to mention, can't forget his brilliant assist in the outfield back in the first inning.
First pitch swing is Ritter. He is aggressive early in the count, 0-1. So he fouled that one back. Breaking ball downstairs, 1-1. Ripped into center field. Fleece coming in. He dives. He can't get it. The ball gets by him. It's backed up nicely by Largaspada. But nonetheless, Ritter will pull into second with a 2-out double. His 2nd hit of the game. First at bat, he didn't hit all that hard for an infield hit. That time he smoked it.
He's dead. Congrats to Largaspada with the diving effort. Just barely missed it.
First double of the season for Ritter. He does have a triple to his credit. And a chance for Matthew Lawton, who struck out his first time up. With a man in scoring position, Blue Sox looking for their first lead of the day. Only 7 innings and a 2-hour time limit on these games. Breaking ball upstairs. A little over halfway through the time limit. Stream at least reads an hour 6 minutes so far. It is not official for what it's worth. 2-0 the count. Short lead from Ritter at second. Outside 3-0. You giving the green light to Lawton here, Marshall?
I think I'm usually not for it, but I think that might be a good idea. The difference being you've got Fleece on the base pass.
And if you're Manini the pitcher, do you just put him on? Well, it won't matter there. That's upstairs, ball 4. 4-pitch walk for Matthew Lawton. First walk of the day issued by Manini. That puts men on first and second, 2 outs.
We'll Looks like we might be getting a pitching change. Going to be a little conference at the mound here.
Manager Anthony and Wea out to the mound to talk to his pitcher. Looks like we are going to have a pitching change. So Nico Manini walks off after going the first 2 2/3 innings, allowing an earned run, and the runners on first and second will be his responsibility. Eric Golosic set to take the mound when we return. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 3rd inning, 2 outs, runners on first and second. Jeremy Giesek at the plate, struck out his first time up, facing the new pitcher Eric Golosic. Incoming freshman, the West Hills College Coalinga, as that's hit well out to left field. Back is like a spot. That's going to be over his head and go to the wall. Ritter scores. Lawton being waved around third. The throw to the plate. It's going to be up the line and not in time. It goes to the backstop. Going to third on the throw is Jeremy Giesek. A 2-out, 2-run double on the first pitch off the new pitcher. Jeremy Giesek gives the Bluesox the lead.
Compounded by also the 3rd error of the day by the Haymaker defense. Man, that pitch was absolutely roped. Had me believing it was gone for a second.
Jeremy Giesek went to third on the throw. That puts him there with 2 outs. I was just getting ready to say, Eric Golosic has not pitched this season, this being his first appearance. On in relief of Nico Manini.
And as a reminder, though, both of those runners are charged to Manini.
So 3 earned runs given up today by Manini in 2 2/3 innings. That double is the 4th hit of the game for the Bluesox. Fourth and 5th RBIs of the season for Giesek, too. A ball's 2 strikes the count to Ryan Oso, who singled and scored his first time up in the second. In the dirt, and here comes Giesek. Well, he just ran into an out. That'll retire the side. Don't blame him for being aggressive necessarily. The ball just didn't get away far enough. But the damage is done. 2 runs cross the plate, courtesy of the man himself, Jeremy Giesek, ringing double, couple hops off the left field wall. We'll go to the bottom of the top of the 4th inning. Bluesox lead 3-1. Ty Chapman, Connor Smith, Caleb Largispada. First three men due up for the Haymakers as we go to the top of the fourth inning. Jeremy Gisek put the Blue Sox in the lead for the first time today with that 2-run double.
So amped up, he tried to come home on a pass ball, but got tagged out.
That double came off the bat at 88 miles per hour. One of the hardest balls I've seen hit so far this season.
Likewise.
Now we can know it officially thanks to our analytics crew. Braden Turner back out for the fourth inning. He delivers a ball upstairs. Ty Chapman singled his first time up. Haymakers trying to answer back. Breaking ball on the dirt, 2-0. Braden Turner trying to come back out, record a shutdown inning to preserve that 3-1 lead. Two O's up and in, 3-0. Marsh, I think I know what your answer is going to be. Should Chapman take all the way?
No here, because I think Turner's looking a little sluggish these past couple of innings. I think he can take here.
Taking all the way is Chapman, strike one. 3-1 the count. See if he gets the same pitch, 3-1, and he got 3-0. In the dirt, ball 4. So the Haymakers, with a leadoff base runner of their own, tied Chapman aboard with a walk. Second walk of the game issued by Turner. Third walk, excuse me. That'll bring up Connor Smith. He singled his first time up in the second to lead that inning off.
Worth noting, Ty Chapman has no stolen bases, no attempts on the year. Let's see if he breaks form here.
At the knees, strike one. Turner able to respond nice by getting ahead to the next batter. Short lead at first for Chapman. We'll inch off a little further. Strike two on the outside corner. Smith doesn't like the call, but it's 0-2 nonetheless. Turner set. Now he steps off. Blue Sox set to try and turn two with nobody out and a man at first. Chapman inching off the bag at first. He doesn't go. Way inside, ball one. Move the feet of Smith a little bit right there. That ball's in the air. Left side. Ryan Osa makes the call, and the Cats put away that pop-up. Big out right there for Turner. One out in the top of the fourth. So that'll bring up Caleb Largispada. He struck out his first time up. One of 3 strikeouts so far today for Turner. And it looks like the big lefty Matt Gorham walking out to the bullpen to start throwing out there. That's in the dirt, ball one. Blocked nicely by Matthew Singh.
Largispada looking for that first hit of the season.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike one. Went with a fastball in the inner part of the plate. Largispada came up empty. Action continues out on the turf field. Ooh, check on the runner. Caught him leaning. Just got back safely to Chapman.
That was close.
Turner caught Chapman in between steps. And he almost picked him off. Check on again. That time back in standing up. Shorter lead that time for Chapman.
I was just about to say. Again, Chapman, no stolen base attempts on the year, so
He's been antsy over there, though, trying to get into Turner's head.
starting to inch off a bit more.
That ball's hit hard into center field for a base hit. First hit of the season for Larga Espada. And the bench is going absolutely nuts for him. That puts men on first and second with one out. Sixth hit of the game for the Haymakers.
And the go-ahead run now coming to the plate.
I'm going to assume that Caleb Larga Espada is normally a pitcher the way his teammates celebrate his first hit of the season.
I think I would assume just as much as well.
That's a pretty common reaction when the POs come up with a big hit. POs being pitcher-onlys. That ball's on the ground, right side. Vasquez up with it, and he'll take the shutout over at first base. That ball hit the Primo Vasquez's left. So 2 outs. It puts runners on second and third as both men advance. Ty Chapman to third, Larga Espada to second. Well, you wonder how just I'm getting ready to say, they're going to send out a pinch runner for the usual pitcher, Caleb Larga Espada. I was going to say if he's ready to, I was going to ask if he's ready to score on a single into the outfield, but they'll send a pinch runner out there.
And look who's coming up. It's Alex Santiaguan.
How about that? It's great to see him. I assumed it would be Tyree Harris coming up, but Santiaguan digs into the batter's box. He was hit by a pitch his first time. My goodness, he really has been hit around today. Taking the 2 foul balls off him and hit by a pitch his first time up. Takes a breaking ball, strike one. Well, how about this? After walking off the field initially with the athletic trainer under his own power, I'll add, he has a chance here to tie the game with a base hit.
Santiago looks truly tenacious spirit.
Gotta give a whole lot of credit to you, Marshall, picking him out right there.
Jeez. I had to double take myself out to check, make sure it was the right uniform. Or, of course, the dirty pants, quite the giveaway as well.
The 0-1. Breaking ball, just upstairs, ball one. Turner wanted it. Matt Gorham continues to throw in the Bluesox bullpen. It'd be huge for the Bluesox to get out of this inning because Gorham's been excellent coming out of the bullpen this season. Almost untouchable. The 1-1. Down low, 2-1. Bluesox lead 3-1, top of the 4th inning. Chapman over at third, not Larga Espada. Not quite sure who that pinch runner is at second. Looks like 3-1 is the count. Santiago thought he drew ball 4. I assure you the scoreboard is correct. So 3-1 the count to Santiago.
Also, Andy Truong, number 32, is the pinch runner out there at second.
Andy Truong out of Chico State. He has not stolen a base team. He has a huge lead at second base. It's almost halfway to third. Now that's ball 4 in the dirt to Alex Santiago. So he's on for the second time this ball game. That'll load the bases with 2 outs while the meeting on the mound. And he'll get a pinch runner. For 29, Stephen Goldsberry will run for Truong, the catcher over at first base. So tying runs on second and third. Go-ahead run for the Haymakers now on first base. With Landon Elton coming up to bat. He walked his first time up. The two leading teams in drawing walks this season. Bluesox trying to get Braden Turner through this 4th inning. It's been his toughest innings where he spikes that ball. Great play by Singh to block it. Really, really good play right there.
Turner in his biggest jam of the game so far. Haymakers. Chance to do some serious damage here. Outfield playing very shallow.
Long looking from Turner, the 1-0. Up the middle, off of Turner. He'll come to get it. Has time over the first as that retires the side. Out and hit it fairly hard. Turner made a really good play on the mound. He's able to work out of a bases-loaded jam unscathed. As we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, Bluesox still lead 3-1. New pitcher for the Haymakers as we get set for the bottom of the 4th. Rudy Gonzalez on for relief for Eric Golosic, who came in the middle of the 3rd inning for the Haymakers. He allowed the 2-run double to Jeremy Gisek. Rudy Gonzalez, this will be the 3rd game he's pitched in. He's gone 3 1/3 innings, allowed 8 runs, 7 hits, 7 walks. He'll start a fresh inning, delivering ball 1 to Ryan Oso. Oso was at the plate when Jeremy Gisek was thrown out trying to score on a wild pitch. So it'll be Oso, Notriano, and Singh. Gonzalez throws a fastball in the outside corner, 1-1. Ton of base runners all the way around so far, Marshall. Still just a 3-1 ball game. That's it, foul down the 3rd base line into the Bluesox bullpen. So that ball just nestled itself towards the left field corner. Somebody's going to have to go get that. In the dirt ball, too. So we got a little bit of a breeze going. Some of the mist is coming right into the booth. It's beautiful, Marshall.
Ah, it's a good feeling. Yeah, it's especially been a very dry day.
It's been humid.
Very humid.
2-2 ripped into center field. That'll drop in front of Fleece for a base hit. Second inning, second time this game, the Bluesox have put the leadoff man on, Ryan Oso, with his 2nd hit of the game. That'll bring up Joshua Notriano, grounded out to first base, his first time up. The lefty could benefit here, a big hole on the right side. Ripped over the glove of Connor Smith. That'll go down the right field line. Going to third is Oso. He's going to be held up there. Pulling into second is Notriano, with what I assume will be a double.
Whew. It's seen some of the hardest hit balls I've seen all season. Just in this game right here.
83 miles per hour off the bat of Joshua Notriano. Absolutely ripped over the first baseman Connor Smith, who was already playing a little more shallow, having to hold the runner on.
Haymakers will call a conference on the mound. They've got plenty of activity in that bullpen. A couple of relievers warming up.
Haymakers can't afford to let this get away from them. They already trail 3-1. Gorham's warming up in the Bluesox bullpen. Good chance he'll be the next pitcher for the Bluesox. Bluesox in business, though. Nobody out. Runners on second and third. That'll bring up Matthew Singh. Struck out his first time up. And the Haymakers are going to have to bring the infield all the way in. Everybody up to the grass. Benjamin Baus is even a couple steps into the grass, playing really shallow. Strike one. Here's the 0-1. 0-2 the count. Good job by Rudy Gonzalez working ahead. And if you're seeing, you gotta put the ball in play any way you can.
Indeed. Both infield and outfield playing very shallow.
That's in the dirt, blocked nicely by Santiago, who is back behind the plate. Really, really good to see. Infield still in, runners on second and third, nobody out. Oso single to start the inning, ringing double down the first base line by Notriano. The 1-2, foul down the right field line, out of play. Looks like Marcus Angel is the righty warming up in the Haymakers bullpen. Here's the 1-2 from Gonzalez, outside 2-2. This could be the game right here for all we know. Still about 30 or so minutes left on the time limit in the bottom of the fourth inning. Blue Sox lead 3-1. The 2-2. And a called strike three on the outside part of the plate. Singh goes down on strikes for the second time today. There's one out. Big first out there for Rudy Gonzalez and the Haymakers. Looks like the other reliever in the Haymakers bullpen is Cole Paxton. So two men warming up out there for the Haymakers. Primo Vasquez, the next man due up, reached on an error by the third baseman Ty Chapman his first time up. Infield still in. First pitch inside, ball one.
Gonzalez, that was his fourth strikeout of the year and biggest one yet. A claw his way out of this jam and give the Haymakers a chance.
Cade Goki playing very, very shallow in right. William Fleece playing fairly shallow in center. That ball's ripped into center field for a base hit. One run scores. Here comes Notriano. The throw home is offline. Two-run score for the Blue Sox on the base hit through the drawn-in infield by Primo Vasquez. Big hit for Vasquez. The Blue Sox lead 5-1. That ball hit just past the outstretched glove of the pitcher Rudy Gonzalez. And it looks like we are going to have a pitching change. And a defensive change to go along with it. We'll have all the changes and a new pitcher coming right up. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with a couple of changes. 2 runs have crossed the plate so far for the Bluesox in the bottom of the 4th inning on the RBI hit for Primo Vasquez. He's over at first base with 1 out. Andy Truong is the new left fielder for the Haymakers. And Cole Paxton is on the mound for the Haymakers. This will be his 3rd game. There goes Vasquez. Throw to second. And out at second base is Primo Vasquez. He's caught stealing for the 2nd out. Well, Alex Santiago seems to be just fine. A nice throw right there.
Beautiful throw. Cole Paxton roughed up in his 1st outing, but pitched great in his 2nd outing. We're going to limit the damage here.
2-0 count to Jacob Called. Popped out to second base his 1st time up.
Paxton, that 2nd game, had 2 innings, shutout innings against the Chill.
2-1 the count.
That being the game where the Chill would come back to win on a grand slam by Michael Macias.
Oh,
that got him.
Jacob Called on base after getting hit by a pitch. So that gives the Blue Sox a 2-out base runner after Primo Vasquez was erased by Alex Santiago. And Santiago has been big behind the plate for the Haymakers. Base runners now just 1 for 4 trying to steal against him. 3rd man that Santiago has thrown out trying to steal. I said already, it was a beautiful throw. That brings up Troy May, the 10th hitter. Struck out his 1st time up. Takes a breaking ball, strike 1. He'll have a 2 outs and a man at first. Paxton, the 0-1. Outside corner, strike 2. See if Call tries to take off here with 2 strikes and 2 outs. Good size lead at first. He's 0 for 1 in stolen base attempts. There goes Calt. That pitch is out to center field. Coming on his fleece, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Running on the pitch was called. He stops at 3rd. So a bloop hit for Troy May puts runners on 1st and 3rd with 2 outs. Great effort by Raul Soto Romero, the shortstop, just not quite able to get to it. That brings up the leadoff hitter, Joel Queimada, 0 for 2 today. Struck out in the 1st, popped out to first base in the 3rd. Blue Sox have scored 2 runs already in this 4th inning. Make the score 5-1, looking to add on. But men on 1st and 3rd. First pitch upstairs, ball 1. Short lead at first base from Troy May. He has not stolen a base this season. He was caught stealing once. Upstairs 2-0. What do you do if you're the batter Joel Kimata right now, Marshall? 2-0 count.
2-0. I think I'm looking down and away. Probably take it here.
2-0. Breaking ball outside 3-0. Good shake there from Kimata. Paxton went with the breaking ball on the 2-0 count. So are you green lighting him here 3-0, Marshall?
I think so. We got a big lead. We're closing in. There's only so much time left in the game.
Long look into 3-0. Up and in, ball 4. Kimata walks on 4 pitches. That loads the bases. And this is not the man you want up if you're the Haymakers. Jamal Ritter coming up to bat. He's 2 for 2 today. Last time up, hit a big double and scored in the 3rd. He bats with the bases juice, nowhere to put him. Arguably the most dangerous man in this lineup. Takes a breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 1. Good start from Paxton. That's inside, 1-1. Troy May over on second base. Kimata on first. Jacob called at third. Bases juiced. A hit could score 2. The 1-1. Out to left field, down the line. Back is Chapman, and it'll drop foul. A break for the Haymakers. 2 runs would have scored easily. Instead, it's a 1-2 count on the foul ball.
Feels like the game right here. Fitting that it would come down to Ritter, who commenced the day with an amazing outfield assist back in the 1st.
Around 20 minutes left, roughly, on the time limit. Of course, that decision's up to the umpires and the coaches. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard, second base. Handled by Bausis over the 1st, and that finally retires the side. No more further damage done. The Bluesox pushed 2 runs across the plate, though, on 3 hits. The big double coming from Notriano to help get things started, and brought right home on the RBI hit for Troy May. So we'll go to the top of the 5th inning. Bluesox lead 5-1. To the top of the 5th inning we go. Top of the order coming up for the Haymakers, and they have to get busy. Time is not on their side right now. And a new pitcher is out for the Bluesox. The big lefty, Matt Gorham, on in relief for Braden Turner, who went the first 4 innings, just 1 run given up, scattered 8 hits, Worked out of a couple jams, and he's in position for the win as this Blue Sox lead 5-1. Matt Gorham delivers outside 1-0. Benjamin Bouses 1 for 2 today, singled in the first.
Gorham's been stellar on the year so far, just a 1.12 ERA.
2-0 the count.
6 strikeouts on the year.
Also only issued 2 walks so far this season in 8 innings. That's on the ground, third base. Matthew Lawton up with it across the diamond. Perfect throw for 1 out. Gorham, not a big strikeout guy by any means, but a lot of movement on his pitches, life on everything he throws, and he gets a lot of weak contact like we saw right there. That'll bring up William Fleece. Singled and scored in the first, walked in the third. So that with 1 out and nobody on base. On the outside corner, strike 1 from Gorham. Both bullpens are quiet, so we'll expect to see Gonzalez in the bottom of the 5th for the Haymakers. Big swing and a miss, 0-2. Gorham set, here's the 0-2. That's it hard, just foul down the third base line. Gorham went with something a little bit slower, left it a little bit out over the plate for Fleece, who just pulled it foul. Blue Sox trying to win the 7th game of the year, moved to 7-2. They came into today a full game behind the first place A's. Tied for second with the Lumberjacks, who ended up getting rained out yesterday after playing just 1 inning. And down on strikes is William Fleece. 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Gorham gets the first 2 outs quickly. That brings up Raul Soto Romero. 0 for 2 today, struck out in the first, flew out to center in the third. Lefty on lefty matchup. Swing and a miss, strike 1. A lot of confidence in that Blue Sox dugout right now with the big lefty on the mound.
They sure are chirping.
Here's the 0-1. On the outside corner, strike 2. Romero doesn't like it. Gorham once again works ahead, 0-2. He's set, he deals the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Second strikeout of the inning for Gorham. He comes out of the bullpen and works a 1-2-3, top of the 5th. That's a way to record another shutdown inning for the Blue Sox. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Blue Sox lead 5-1, looking for some insurance. Cole Paxton back on the mound for the Haymakers. Getting set for his second inning of work, came on in relief in the fourth. It'll be Matthew Lawton, Jeremy Gisek, and Ryan Oso due up, looking for insurance as their Bluesox lead 5-1. Depending on the time, the Haymakers may only have one more opportunity up to bat in the sixth inning, with that 2-hour time limit being a factor. Strike one on the outside part of the plate. Lawton struck out in the first, walked and scored a run in the third. He's 0 for 1. Next game at the stadium, it's about 30 minutes after the conclusion of this game, will be the first place A's taking on the Bootleggers right here at Palm Springs Stadium on the Palm Springs Collegiate League YouTube page. Breaking ball, 2-2 the count. If the Blue Sox are able to hold on, makes this game even more pressing for the A's to try and hold on to first place. Breaking ball on the outside corner, a called strike 3. Second strikeout of the game for Cole Paxton. There's one out. Cleanup hitter Jeremy Gisek coming up. Big 2-run double in the third inning to help key the offense for those Blue Sox. Struck out in the first, he's 1 for 2. They'll bat with one out and nobody on base. The outfield playing relatively shallow, especially after that double earlier on from Gisek.
Yes.
A lot of room to try and shoot the ball over their heads or into the gap.
The outfield playing very shallow as well.
Upstairs, 1-1. So far, 5 runs, 8 hits for the Blue Sox. 1 run on 6 hits for the Haymakers. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Another good-looking breaking ball from Paxton. He's been sharp with that pitch so far this inning. Breaking ball in the air, right side. Foul territory over is Connor Smith and back, and that'll land just out of play. Mentioned earlier, a lot of room in foul territory, but not quite enough room on that last foul ball. No action in either bullpen, so we'll definitely see Matt Gorham come back out for the Blue Sox next inning.
Wow, he pitched that prior, and he definitely earned it. That was a quick 1-2-3. Jackson's just trying to keep this game in reach.
The 1-2. Just outside 2-2. Good forcing fastball there from Paxton.
Yes.
Just didn't get the call. Here's a 2-2. That's hit a mile high out to center field. William Fleece over a couple steps. He puts it away for the second out. So 2 quick outs for Cole Paxton in the bottom of the 5th. That'll bring up Ryan Oso, 2 for 2, 2 singles, 2 runs scored. Blue Sox second in the league in hitting, first in total runs scored coming into today. First pitch to Oso, breaking ball outside corner, strike 1. Can't say enough, Cole Paxton's been really, really sharp today, especially this inning.
Yeah, he is really locked in. Continuing his stellar form from the game against the Chill.
Time's been called at home plate. Looks like they're set once again. 2 outs, nobody on base, bottom of the 5th. No balls, 1 strike to Ryan Oso. Blue Sox lead 5-1. Breaking ball, 1-1. I'd be surprised if this game goes all 7 innings with the top of the 6th coming up.
I'd be surprised.
Good
too.
chance Haymakers have one more chance. That's popped up. Behind home plate. Paxton coming makes a great running catch from the mound.
He got it done himself.
Santiago was not able to see it as that ball went up and behind home plate, and Paxton came sprinting in to put that away. That finishes an excellent inning from Paxton, and a really nice outing for him. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Sox. We go to the top of the 6th for the Haymakers, possibly final at bat. We're set for the top of the 6th inning. Haymakers coming up to bat. We have not received official word as to whether the game will end here in the 6th inning or not. But regardless, the Haymakers are in an urgent spot as they trail by 4 runs with either 3 or 6 outs to play with. It'll be Jason Cropley, Ty Chapman, and Connor Smith to get things started in the top of the 6th. Matt Gorham back on the mound for a 2nd inning of work. Went through a breezy 1, 2, 3, 5th inning. For all we know, we might be sweating more than he is. That's how quick and efficient he was in the 5th, Marshall.
Yes. Ice in his veins out there.
First pitch got him out in front, 0-1. Jason Cropley doubled in the 1st inning for an RBI. Flew out in the 3rd. He's 1 for 2. A ball and a strike the count. Troy May is throwing in the bullpen as we speak for the Blue Sox, just in case Gorham runs into any trouble.
One and two.
That ball's out to center field. Coming on is Ritter, and he makes the catch. Covers a lot of ground, I tell you what, Marshall. Made that play look pretty easy.
It's not. Ritter has just been absolutely darting all over the place. On the base paths in center field.
So a hard out there from Jason Cropley, and that'll bring up Ty Chapman. Singled in the 1st, walked in the 4th. So he's been on base twice today. That's what the Haymakers need. They need base runners. Strike 1. All sorts of life on that pitch there from Gorham. Going down and away to the right-handed batter. Outside 1-1. Still a beautiful looking day outside, Marshall. Yesterday there were all sorts of clouds with the thunderstorms rolling in. A few clouds today.
But looking to be, other than that, another pristine day.
Upstairs 2-1. Now I'm a little more comfortable now than I was when we were first setting up.
Although it is.
I was writing in the lineup cards, Marshall. I was absolutely sweating bullets. Trying not to drip any sweat onto my book.
I'm feeling it too.
In the dirt, 3-1.
It's 99 right now.
99 ain't bad anymore. 3-1 the count. Fouled back. Strike 2. Good swing there from Chapman. Looks like we do have action in the Haymaker bullpen. Pitch from Gorham, down low, ball 4. So a 1-out base runner for the Haymakers. Just the 3rd walk issued so far this season for Gorham in 9 1/3 total innings. That brings up Connor Smith, singled in the 2nd, popped out to short in the 4th. Blue Sox will try in turn 2 as they lead by 4. That ball's towards the middle, gloved by Vasquez, flips to 2nd for 1. Nope, and somehow, look, I guess Ryan O's trying to hold on to that ball. He ended up tossing it in the right field. Not able to advance on the play as Connor Smith as he reaches on the fielder's choice. It's a nice play by Vasquez, backhanding the ball up the middle. 4-6 on the putout to get the lead man, Ty Chapman. There's 2 outs. First, I didn't think he threw the ball to first base. And all of a sudden, I saw blue jerseys going towards shallow right field to go get it.
Yeah, I was a bit confused there myself.
But no damage nonetheless. And taking ball 1, Andy Truong up to bat. Came on the pinch run for Caleb Largaspada after the pitcher singled in the 4th. So Truong's first at bat today. He has not recorded a hit. He's walked and been a couple times, also been hit by a pitch so far this season. A ball, 2 strikes the count. Connor Smith over at first. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 2nd strikeout of the game for Mac Gorham. He works 2 clean innings, and looks like that will be it. We'll be done after 6 innings today. Excellent outing from Braden Turner. He goes the first 4 and picks up the win, allowing just 1 earned run. And Mac Gorham, as he's done all season, shuts the door with a 2-inning save. Blue Sox win 5-1. Some impressive offensive performances. All 3 of their starting outfielders recorded an outfield assist, and the Blue Sox moved to 7-2 to put the pressure on the first place A's. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Evan Schmeiser, joined by Marshall Garvey, and stick around. We've got another game coming up next. In about 30 minutes, the A's and the Bootleggers, the first place A's, trying to answer back with the Blue Sox recording a win. Have a great rest of your day, ladies and gentlemen.